What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Kentucky Football Dynasty. I think this is episode 4 now. We're currently sitting at 5-1, with our only loss being the last game against Texas. We upset Georgia, we upset South Carolina, we beat Ole Miss. It's been a really, really good start to the season so far, and if this were to happen in real life, people would probably think, you know, we're performing some sort of black magic or something. But like we do at the beginning of every episode, I'm going to go and do a quick stat recap for all our players. So right now, Zach Calzada is at 100 completions on 156 attempts. That's a 64% completion rating, 1,364 yards, 11 touchdowns, and then I threw 5 interceptions in our last game, so he went from 3 picks to 8 picks in one game. Nobody else has thrown a pass since the last game, or since the last video. Dante Dowdell is up to 659 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns. Seth McGowan with 286 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns, and Jamarion Wilcox with 189 yards and 3 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Kendrick Law is by far the leading receiver with 552 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jamori Macklin, 294 yards, and leads the team in touchdowns with 5. And then Dante Dowdell is our third leading receiver, even though he's our running back. He has 173 yards and 3 touchdowns. Troy Stellado's made some big-time grabs. He has 169 yards and 1 touchdown. And then the rest is just kind of spread out. Defensively, Marquise Humphrey-Grace, I mean, he's got to be one of the top sack leaders in the country with 11. David Gusta has 5. Josiah Hayes has 5. Cameron Olds with 4.5. J.Q. Hardaway has 3. Ty Bryant and Tavion Gadsden both have 1, and then Jansen Dunn and Sam Green have half a sack apiece. In the interception department, Ty Bryant has 2. Quaysheed Scott has 2. Marquise Humphrey-Grace got 1 against Texas. Jansen Dunn has 1. Alex Safari has 1, Davern Rayner has 1, and Jordan Lovett has 1. Statistically, the team is looking pretty good. We will very quickly go through the recruiting situation. Kenyon Busby is the '1 recruit in the entire country, and it honestly looks like he is going to commit to Georgia this week. Scott Boyman, we're in a recruiting battle with him, with Michigan State. It's very close, but it looks like Michigan State's probably going to steal him. We ended up getting a few commitments in the last episode. We're in first place for a few of these guys. This one right here is the big one to watch. A 4-star edge rusher, Lewis Clements. He's a top 300 recruit. We've been leading for most of his recruitment, but Michigan State has come out of nowhere. It looks like he's going to commit after this week, so we'll see if we end up getting him. In first place for a lot of these guys as well, this 4-star quarterback that we're eventually going to turn into Matt Ponatoski if he ends up on campus we are currently leading for him. This 4-star DT Cortez Morrison, Southern Cal is kind of catching up on us, but I hope we can get him because we're about to lose. I think we're losing both of our starting defensive tackles, but he's a top 100 player. First place, second place, and some of these guys we are still kind of catching up on because I just added them to the list. All right, so we're taking on 4-3 Tennessee this week, and they have definitely had a disappointing season, I would say. We haven't rocked the gray unis yet, so I think I'm going to go with gray unis and the black helmet. I think that will kind of look cool. I don't know, and we haven't used that before, so something new to pull out against Tennessee. And they're just going to wear their all-white uniforms. And, of course, it is pouring rain here at Kroger Field. It seems like it rains a lot in this game. I think this is our second game of the season where we've had a torrential downpour. And despite that, the crowd is completely full. Now, as just a reminder, I switched to Heisman difficulty in the last video because I was beating really good teams a little bit too easily. So now we're on Heisman mode, so now these wins are going to be very, very earned as Dante Dowdell gets 21 yards on the first carry of the game. Ah, shit, I'm going to get sacked. I was looking for too long, and then Joshua Josephs just flies past our O-line. So a loss of 11 to start this one. That's not ideal. I'm going to try to hit Troy Stellato on the sideline here, and he did not catch that. He was out of bounds. So, and they're going to review it, actually, to see if we got the first down. I think he might have had it. Maybe not. I don't know. That's going to be really close. We'll see what the game decides here. Wow, so they are going to count it. So we're going to try this screen to Seth McGowan here. Let's hope. Oh, I missed the throw. Now taking over is Joey Aguilar for Tennessee. And how about Davern Rayner getting a tackle for a loss? And another pass for Aguilar. And this time, Cameron Olds reads it, picks it off. He's going to get caught, but that is a huge play by Cameron Olds to get out there and intercept Joey Aguilar. I saw that coming from a mile away. I'm very glad Aguilar was able to make the catch, or Olds was able to make the catch, but that is a huge play by the Kent State transfer. All right, so we get new life as we stop them, and Dante Dowdell's going to plug forward for a big gain. And this crowd has come back alive after that very disappointing first drive. Let's see if I can hit Kendrick Law on this bench route. And there he is. And that'll be a little 4-yard gain. We don't need to go too crazy with the passing. Don't need to go downfield too much. Kind of just want to go short to intermediate, nickel and dime them a little bit. Dante Dowdell will get about a yard. I like these mesh routes. Like, I always like hitting Jamori Macklin, who is Y, on a route like this, because he's usually faster than the guy guarding him. And, oh, man, I almost threw a pick in the exact same spot that Aguilar threw one in the last one. So we're going to have to kick a field goal. And the kick is wide left. I completely choked on that one. And it is caught. Oh, he threw it over his head and behind him, and he still managed to come down with it. So far, Joey Aguilar is looking like he's going to look in real life this year. And this time, he's going nowhere. And we're getting some pressure here. And, oh my goodness, Cameron Olds almost got there for another pick. Here in the first quarter, Aguilar is going to go deep. Can Quaysheed Scott pick it? No, but he deflects it enough, makes contact, and they're going to have to punt it. 2nd and 8. We're going to try it again with Dowdell and once again get stuffed. So it's 3rd and 8 now, and we haven't been able to get anything going on offense at all. It's been kind of frustrating, honestly. Let's see if the slants work here. Snap to Calzada. I think Stellato's going to be open, but I got hit as I threw, and then Stellato caught it but then dropped it. Oh, my goodness. So I simulated the punt. They fumbled on the punt, and we got the ball back. So, what a break for us there. And Dante Dowdell will chug forward. He's had a couple decent runs, and he's gotten stuffed a couple times too. So, kind of just trying to get in a rhythm here. As Dowdell's our best chance of winning this game. He's got room. That's going to be a touchdown for Dante Dowdell. So, the fumble recovery on the punt turns into a very quick touchdown for us on the ground with Dante Dowdell. Aguilar is by himself in the backfield. They're going to just check it down with a screen. Quaysheed Scott with a hit. And that dude is fighting. He's going to get down just before the first down marker. It's 3rd and 1. I'm going to kind of blitz here and hope that we can stop them if they run the ball up the middle. They're not going to run it. Aguilar's going to throw it, and he gets hit by Alex Afari and drops the ball. Action. Getting pressured, so I drop it off to the tight end, Brown, for a gain of 5. And so here we go. Jamori Macklin was in press man coverage on the right side with Jermon McCoy. That would have been a matchup to watch, but the time runs out. Oh, and then now it's not press man coverage on that side anymore. So I'm going to keep an eye on Troy Stellato there, who is RB, and I'm going to see if I can't get him on that sideline over there. I'm going to try a little. I put too much on it. I don't really get how the passing works just yet. Maybe because he got hit, it became a little bit unstable. But, like, I barely tapped. Like, I basically just lobbed it. I barely tapped the button. I think it got messed up because I was getting pressured so bad. But I don't know how I overthrew it that bad because I didn't hold down on the button or anything. So LaRosse had a pretty good punt, and they're in their own territory. I really, really, really want to get some pressure on Aguilar. And wide open over the middle. I'm going to try to get this corner blitz with J.Q. Hardaway here. Just sneak up and get some speed on him. And it's not going to work. And Star Thomas has a ton of room, and that's a huge pickup for them. Aguilar's rolling out, and he's going to – oh, my goodness. I thought Lovett was about to pick that. Instead, he just deflected it. That probably could have been an interception, but we got the wrong animation. That was just a weird play overall. 2nd and 10. Assuming they'll probably run this here. Oh, they're going to RPO it to Mike Matthews. And they're going to get close. It's 3rd and 3 now. I'm going to just blitz here. I'm going to try to put as much pressure on Aguilar as I can right here. And see what happens. And immediately lobs it up to the tight end for the first down. And, oh, I fell for it. It was a read option. But Joey Aguilar fumbles the ball. And Mike Matthews falls on it for Tennessee. But that was almost a disaster for Tennessee. Aguilar already threw a pick in this game. They had a fumble on a punt. And they're going to do a QB draw here with Aguilar, and Jordan Levitt will pull him down. That's his 5th tackle of the game. I'm assuming a run is about to happen here. I'm going to control Alex Safari in the middle here, and I didn't get over there enough. And Davrin Rayner lights him up, and he fumbles the ball. Ty Bryant falls on it, and then just like that, we force another turnover in the red zone. Davrin Rayner just goes through and lights him up, sends him flying. So a really timely fumble there, as that's another turnover. We've forced 3 turnovers in this game. Jermod McCoy with a big tackle there. And honestly, they think we're going to run the ball here. So I'm going to... They're playing off. Maybe I shouldn't do this. I'm just going to see if Kendrick Law can burn past his man. He's not going to be able to, so I got to get rid of that. And Jermod McCoy had him locked up. I'm going to take another chance. And I got to get rid of it again. So, awful blocking from the O-line. I didn't have any time on back-to-back plays. The defense is doing what it can. Anytime the quarterback runs it, he's always at risk to fumble, but he just hit a crazy-ass spin move on us. And, oh, that was a weird pass. Gets him open. Ty Bryant with a big hit. And Thomas is now down. I keep doing the hit sticks because I want to force another fumble. I'm not going to be able to stop them from scoring here, honestly. Star Thomas gets lit up by Davrin Rayner, who is making all kinds of plays. 3rd and goal. They are definitely about to pass this ball. There is no way. They have a crazy I formation there, but they're going to play action. He's going to get the pass off, and he gets lit up at the 1-yard line. 4th and goal, and they're just going to kick a field goal here. It's honestly kind of surprising. I'm going to just ice him just for fun. And he missed it. He missed it. Oh, my goodness. I guess the rain plus icing him. Look, also, by the way, in case people don't believe me, bro, I am playing on Heisman difficulty. See, I am playing on Heisman difficulty. So I don't know if the difficulty in this game, again, I got completely destroyed by Texas. So, I mean, that felt like Heisman difficulty. And this does too. Like, I'm not having any success on offense damn near. But I just showing y'all that I didn't lower the difficulty or anything. Like, this is as hard as the game can get. So we're going to get Dowdell again. Big run. I needed Macklin to make that block. If Jamori Macklin had made that block, Dowdell might have been gone. He's up to 93 rushing yards in the first half. So even though the offense has been kind of stagnant, Dante Dowdell has been the lone bright spot, which has kind of been the story of this season so far. And we're just going to keep riding our star until the wheels fall off. I'm going to try to get a screen here. He looks tired. We're going to try to get this play off before the 2-minute warning, and I throw it off the side of his helmet. And Dowdell cuts in, jukes a guy out of his shoes. Now it's a foot race. I don't know if he's going to win the foot race. He's going to go down at the 4-yard line. But Dante Dowdell has been unreal for us all season long. And we got Seth McGowan in the backfield as Dowdell takes a rest. Let's see if we can get in the end zone here. And he's going to get stuffed. The game wants me to run some slants here. Oh, no, Tennessee's going to call a timeout. And I'm going to try to get out of the pocket here. I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to get rid of it, and that was very risky. So here we go, 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. I'm going to have to try to hit Macklin on a slant here. That's what I'm going to go for. And he's covered. I got to try to get out of the pocket, and I'm going to get sacked. And then Alex Wolschlager, our right tackle, is injured. But we're going to make the field goal and go up 10-0 with a minute and a half left. Maybe they take a risk. I don't think they want to risk Aguilar throwing a pick, but they're going to throw it. And Jansen Dunn makes the tackle. It's 2nd and 3 now. They have they have a timeout left. Aguilar getting out of the pocket, and he's running now, and he's going to go down at the 8-yard line. And so here we go. It's time to see if we can stop them from getting in the end zone, because at this point they're going to score regardless, most likely. Although they did miss that field goal from like 4 yards earlier. And how about Alex Afari getting in there with the sack? That's going to make it 2nd and goal from the 14-yard line. 13 seconds left in the half. They get pressure again, and he drops the ball. So Jordan Levitt with the hit causes the drop. It's 3rd and goal with 9 seconds left. I'm honestly surprised they're even trying to pass it with how many turnovers they've had in this game so far. And Aguilar over the middle, gets it to Star Thomas, gets lit up, and they call their timeout at the last second. 1 second left. Whoa, okay, I guess they were out of timeouts, and so Tennessee does not get on the board before halftime. They used their last timeout. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we get a little bit lucky there. They used their last timeout. I thought they had one left, but apparently not. So Aguilar takes the field again after that horrible clock management situation at the end of the first half, and then Alex Afari lights up Star Thomas, but now J.Q. Hardaway, our highest rated DB on the whole team, is down. I think he's actually our #1 rated player on the whole defense. He's an 87 overall. So Kevis Thomas, the Maryland transfer, will check in for the injured J.Q. Hardaway. Aguilar is going to drop it off to Star Thomas, and a big hit by Alex Afari, but they get 4 yards on the play. I get some good pressure with McKeese Grace, and then David Gusta wraps him up while he's trying to scramble for the first down, and we're going to get the ball back. We haven't taken any shots here today, and I had to force that because I thought I was about to get sacked, and this is why I don't take shots. Oh my God. But we have given them so many opportunities to get back in this game, and my own mistakes have caused that, as Star Thomas is going to pick up the first down. And they've been in the red zone like 3 or 4 times today and have not gotten on the board every time. And Aguilar is going to get sacked by Tavion Gadsden. That'll make it 3rd and goal, and man, keeping them out of the end zone on this drive after that awful interception would be huge if we could pull it off. Snap to Aguilar. And it's going to be a screen to Star Thomas. He's not going to get there. 4th and goal now. And they're going to go for it. So Josh Heupel is tired of trying to kick field goals. It's 4th and goal. See if we can get the stop. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown. Mike Matthews with the catch. So my absolutely horrific passing abilities have pretty much ruined a great start for us. And then now I'm making good throws, and then Elijah Brown can't even catch. We're 3 for 13 for 17 yards and an interception in this game. Absolutely no passing game to speak of. And, I mean, it's just been embarrassing. I cannot pass the ball on Heisman difficulty. I don't know what it is. I just can't do it. So it's already 3rd and 7. We have absolutely no momentum passing the football. It is genuinely baffling how bad I have been at throwing the ball. I'm going to try to fit this in there to Elijah Brown because the pocket collapsed immediately, and I just need to stop trying to throw the ball. So it's not even really like he's tearing us up. We just, oh my God. And then the RPO works. First down, and our best edge rusher, McKeese Humphrey Grace, is injured. So Brian Robinson, the sophomore edge rusher, will check in the game. And he's a player I really like, but he misses the tackle there. And Star Thomas gets 7 yards, but now Star Thomas is injured. I'm putting McKeese Humphrey Grace back in the game, but I'm going to let him rest for a little bit first. We'll get some reps out of Brian Robinson here. Look how clean Bishop's jersey is in the backfield. Since he hasn't seen the ball one time today. And he will get the first down on his first carry. But his jersey is just, perfectly clean, while Joey Aguilar looks like he's been rolling around in mud. I mean, this has been a rainy, low-scoring war. Bishop, oh my goodness, trucking our guys. He'll get 2 yards. I'm going to sell out on the run, and I'm glad I did because we're able to get the stop and take out Joey Aguilar. So now they're going to kick a field goal. This one's pretty head-on. I don't think they really have a chance to miss this. The kick is up, and it's in. So we're just going to have to see how this works out, trying just to run the ball. And Dowdell up the middle. Good 8-yard pickup. He has 14 carries for 154 yards in this game. And he scored our only touchdown. And now I'm going to try to throw a screen to him, and I can't even complete screens, dude. Like, I can't do anything. This is actually crazy. I literally cannot even complete a screen pass, man. It's just insane. I don't know what the problem is, but nothing is going right. I'm going to try to get Dante Dowdell with the first down, and at this point, Zach Calzada is not passing the ball another time in this game. I mean, I cannot pass. I just can't pass. It's going to have to be the Dante Dowdell show from here on out. And he's going to get stuffed this time because they know what's coming. The game wants me to try to pass. I don't know what to do, man. I need to get some sort of momentum going passing the ball, but I just can't. I'm going to try to run Seth McGowan here. He's got fresh legs, so we'll see. And I couldn't juke out the DB, so we'll get 3 yards here. And hopefully I can. I don't understand what the problem has been with the screens in this game. I've had 2 screens that have gone incomplete, but this time we complete it, and Dante Dowdell gets the first down. It's 17-yard gain, and he is our entire offense right now. It's really crazy. And Josephs gets the tackle, and now Dante Dowdell is injured. So we've been running Dowdell too much, I guess, as he just went down. McGowan is in the backfield. It's 2nd and 12. I think I'm just going to try to run it. I don't even want to take the risk. So we're going to try to run it with McGowan, and I'll plug forward for 2 yards to get us back to 3rd and 10. It says he has elbow bursitis and will return soon, but I'm just going to keep McGowan in the game for now because I just don't want him to get further injury. And it looks like they're kind of positioned well to stop a screen, but I'm still going to try it because I just can't complete a downfield pass. And then Calzada gets lit up before I can even release the ball. And we're going to have to punt it, man. I mean, yeah, it's bad. And makes the throw. He breaks 2 tackles before Alex Safari finally gets him down. And now our defense can't even make open field tackles. It is just horrible. We have to get a stop here. I'm so tired of playing on defense. Aguilar with the throw, and he caught it, but it'll make it 4th and 2. Hopefully they will punt. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. So they are going to punt it. 4th and 2. They know our offense can't do anything, so they're not really worried about that. I'm just going to go as forward as I can with Jason Patterson and get a couple of yards. There goes Dowdell. Up the middle, and a solid run there for Dowdell, who, like I said, is our entire offense. I'm going to sub him out a little bit more often than in this drive because I don't want him to get injured. And he's going to get the first down, so now he'll come out for a few plays. I'm going to put McGowan in for a couple plays. Dowdell has 173 rushing yards in this game compared to our, 20-something passing yards. I mean, this is looking like the 2018 team with Benny Snell. Macklin is kind of open, but I took too long, and they deflected. So it's now 3rd and 9. And once again, stalling out on offense, and we're not necessarily close to field goal range, and then I overthrow Macklin, and I am actually getting pissed off at the fact that I can't complete a downfield pass. This is so bad. It is so bad. I genuinely can't do anything, dude. Star Thomas gets a wide open hole, and he's going to make that 3rd and 1, so we could have gotten a decent play there. I'm not going to sell out on a run, actually, because I do not want to. I don't want them to potentially throw it and burn me, so we're going to try to, and it is going to be a run. And how about McKees Humphrey Grace with the tackle in the backfield? That is his first tackle for a loss of the game, and we got lucky there. And you can see how, stacked the box is because they know that we're just going to run the ball. McGowan, see if we can beat him on the outside. He will. First down for Seth McGowan as we get a nice positive play on offense for the first time in what feels like forever. Here comes Stellato on the motion. That'll be a touch pass. And, yeah, this game is broken. EA is a horrible game company because what the actual hell was this from Seth McGowan? Look at this. I'm in disbelief, dude. This is that's unforgivable for EA. That is unforgivable. I mean, the game is just broken at that point. There is no way the AI doesn't make that block in any other video game ever. I mean, that's just crazy to me, dude. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown if he makes the block. Look at that. That is a literal touchdown. Kendrick Law's got his block. If that's not a touchdown, it's a huge gain, and instead the game screws me over. So, good job, guys. So we're going to try a screen here because I genuinely don't even want to attempt to. Oh, my God. They were all over the screenplay, and I didn't have time to throw it away. So Offense is damn near impossible on Heisman. Like, I genuinely just can't do anything. I don't know what to do, honestly. Snap to Calzada. Stellato is kind of open, but that did not go where I needed it to go. And I throw another interception. And this is why I don't play on this difficulty, man. I can't complete a pass. I genuinely cannot complete a single pass. I can't complete a screen. I can't get a touch pass to work. I can't throw down the field. The 2 times I've tried to throw down field, I've thrown a pick. It's just disgusting, dude. I actually can't do anything, and it's really pissing me off. And so we don't get the tackle in the backfield. That's a first down for Star Thomas. I mean, we're going to lose this game because I can't do anything on offense. We're going to lose this game because I genuinely cannot move the ball more than 8 yards on offense. And a loss there. Now Cameron Olds is injured. They're going to drop it off to Star Thomas, and he's not going to get there. Davern Rayner is now injured, so we've had like multiple injuries in a row. Here they come for a 4th and 15. I'm going to waste a timeout here because icing the kicker seems to work pretty often. So let's see. 4th and 15. This is a long one in the rain. And it is blocked. Someone scoop it up. Quaysheed Scott scooped it up. Oh my God. Quaysheed Scott is about to get hawked down by the punter, but it's okay. Touchdown. He's hurt. I don't think I've ever seen that before. He's hurt on the touchdown. He's injured. Quaysheed Scott. Holy, look, dude, that punter was coming for him. Another 15 yards, and he's probably catching him. If the offense can't get it done, you got to find other ways to do it. Kevis Thomas, the Maryland transfer, comes flying off the edge. I was able to time it just right. Oh, wow, wait. No. Kevis didn't block it. It was David Gusta. I don't know if I've ever seen a field goal blocked like this in a video game like this before. It's usually only the guy who's coming off the edge. Honestly, we're very lucky that wasn't a roughing the kicker on Kevis Thomas. He managed to just completely miss him somehow. But David Gusta blocks it with his helmet, absolutely obliterates the kicker, and then Quaysheed Scott, look at I guess that was the holder, not the kicker that was tracking him down, but he was getting close. And look, I don't think I've ever seen an animation like this where you score a touchdown and the guy goes down with an injury. That's honestly like very realistic though, if he's like cramping or if he's exhausted or something. So an absolutely massive turn of events there for us. Aiden LaRosse with the kickoff. Now let's hope we can prevent them from getting anywhere on the kickoff, and Sam Green with the tackle. And good pressure there. But he was able to get rid of it, and Joey Aguilar is now down on the field. He's injured. So on comes Jake Merklinger. And if you're a Kentucky fan, you know the PTSD that a backup quarterback gives us. Seems like every time we're in a close game, we injure the backup quarterback, and then the backup quarterback wins the game. McKees Humphrey Grace goes down. I remember that one year we broke we broke Felipe Franks' leg, and then Kyle Trask came in and threw for like 400 yards on us and won the game. And now we have 2 injuries on the play. Cameron Olds and Quaysheed Scott are both down. We just lost McKees Humphrey Grace, so he's about to sub back in. But half of our defense is hurt. This is bad. Oh, yeah, Cameron Olds. So Sam Green is in at edge. It's 2nd and 7. Star Thomas gets lit up. Sam Green with the pressure. Great pressure there. 4th and 5, and now they have a decision to make. And they will punt the ball because they know we have absolutely no offense. And awful blocking. Like, we're literally getting no blocking from our team at all. I lob it up to Jamori Macklin. We finally complete a pass, but it's for 1 yard. And we're going to have to punt the ball. Up the middle. Oh, my God. Deshaun Bishop wide open. And we land a big hit. But that is not good, man. We have got to get this stopped, dude. If we give up a touchdown here, I'm going to be so sad. 1st and 10. Aguilar's back in the game after his injury. And, I mean, just wide open. And I'm trying to land these big hits. J.Q. Hardaway and Quaysheed Scott. I don't think Quaysheed Scott is even back in the game yet from his injury. So our secondary is all banged up. There goes Deshaun Bishop. And he'll break a tackle. He'll break another tackle. He'll break another tackle. And this game hates my guts. Oh, my God. He just turned into Marshawn Lynch. Are you serious, dude? Tennessee is marching. Our defense has gotten stop after stop. And now all of a sudden, they're moving the ball at will. I mean, we had him dead to rights in the backfield multiple times. McKees Humphrey-Grace is still out, so it's Brian Robinson in at edge for him. They're going to hand it off to Deshaun Bishop again, and then he's going to get really close to... He fumbled! He fumbled! Josiah Hayes scoops it up! Are you kidding? This defense has come up absolutely massive over and over today. That is the third forced turnover in the red zone in this game. He had it. He had it. Who forced that? Ty Bryant? Oh, his knee was down. His knee was down. His knee was down, but they're not reviewing it? His knee was down, but they are not reviewing it. Oh, my God. It's about time. It's about time we get a call that goes our way against Tennessee. Remember the infamous missed face mask on Will Levis when we hung 42 points on them in 2021? 42 points. We hung 42 on them. They missed the face mask when we were driving at the end of the game, and we lost. It's about time. Screw the Tennessee fans who are crying about this. Forget it. So here we go. It's 3rd and 11. I'm going to run this clock out as much as I possibly can. I really kind of want to pass it, but that is a horrible idea after what we've been through in this game passing the ball. And we get the snap off with 2 seconds left. McGowan's not going anywhere. Time is still running out. They are not going to be able to get a playoff. We're going to end the game here. We're going to end the game here. Look, there's more time on the play clock than there is on the game clock. We're going to win it. 20 seconds left. We were able to run the clock out. That forced fumble by Ty Bryant just saved the game, and the refs kind of handed it to us there. Dude, if this was real life, we would have to put every single Tennessee fan on a watch list for at least a week. The government would have to be on alert about Tennessee fans for at least a week if this situation happened in real life. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. So Kentucky, in the pouring rain, with like 25 different injuries, Dante Dowdell, 173 yards and a touchdown. We had a blocked field goal that led to a touchdown. Zach Calzada had the worst game of his entire life, but sometimes the ugliest wins are the most satisfying ones. Pretty much nothing going on offense for us. Zach Calzada went 7 for 23, 35 yards and 2 picks, 173 yards and a touchdown for Dante Dowdell. McGowan had 17 yards. Calzada with minus 28. Receiving-wise, absolutely nothing. Our leading scorer was Dante Dowdell with a 17-yard screen. And then defensively, we only had 1 sack, and that was Alex Afari. We had an interception from Cameron Olds, and we had 2 forced fumbles from Daverin Rayner, a forced fumble from Jagger Burton. I guess that was on that punt. And then a forced fumble from Ty Bryant. 4 forced fumbles and an interception as the defense once again comes up big. And then Quaysheed Scott had the big blocked field goal that resulted in a touchdown. So we get a blocked field goal for a touchdown, we get a rushing touchdown, and we made a field goal, and that was enough to win this game. So a humongous win for us as we move to 6-1 and we beat our rival Tennessee. Tennessee is now 4-4. And I haven't really done this yet, but why don't we just go take a look at the country as a whole. Ohio State is number 1, Miami is number 2, USC is number 3. Clemson, Alabama, Oklahoma, Penn State, Indiana still having another good year. Texas is 9th, BYU is a top 10 team. We got Florida down at 17. They're 4-3, but they're still a top 25 team. They're still a top 20 team at 4-3. LSU is also 4-3. They just lost to Vanderbilt last week, and they are still a ranked team. So the ranking system is completely busted in this game again. Unfortunately, Dante Dowdell fell off of the Heisman watch. Julian Sand and Jeremiah Smith are the main guys on there. John Mateer at Oklahoma is going crazy. This Jackson Harris kid, I think we might see him hit the transfer portal in the offseason and go somewhere else. That would be the realistic thing to do. All right, so we're advancing to the next week. I'm assuming we will see some commitments come in. Let's see. Yep, here we go. 3-star Jerry McCracken from Louisville has committed to Kentucky. Yes, we did end up beating Michigan for the 4-star edge rusher Lewis Clements. And that's it. Alex Afari wins SEC Defensive Player of the Week with 10 tackles, 5 tackles for a loss, and a sack. And now let's go take a look at recruiting because a bunch of stuff happened this past week. Unfortunately, the number 1 player in the country, Kenyon Busby, did end up committing to Kentucky. So that's unfortunate. Scott Boyman, we lost him to Michigan State. We were leading in his recruitment for his entire recruitment, and at the very end, Michigan State stole him from us. Going down here, Pornadesh has us number 1 pretty easily, so I'm not really going to mess with that. The Lexington kid, David Pornadesh. Tanking has us number 1. Power has us number 1. Tracy has us number 1. Kugbila has us number 1. It looks like Alejandro Madden, a.k.a. Matt Ponatoski, is going to commit relatively soon. We fell all the way to 3rd for Cortez Morrison. That's not good. We already have him scheduled for his visit in 2 weeks. And there's not really anything else we can do here. Maybe I can go do a hard sway for him, or a hard sell, sorry. So this was a guy I was really excited to be in the lead for, and then all of a sudden we fall all the way to 3rd place. So let's see what we can do to try to get him back on board. This defensive tackle, Ruben McNabb, has us pretty far in 1st place. Deontay Hacker, right now Nebraska's the big-time leader for him, but I'm going to be able to now offer him a scholarship and I'm going to be able to put a lot more recruiting points into these guys now. This middle linebacker, Carl Parker, has us first now. Rico King, we're catching up on his list. We were pretty far down earlier in the, last week, I think we were not even ranked, and now we're top 3, so we're moving up quick. Gregory Clinton, and then here's Garrison Tripica. I liked him because of his name, so we're going to be able to get rid of a lot of these guys. We can just put a ton of points in now. And this 4-star outside linebacker over here, I'm gonna just go ahead and max out his numbers. All right, so we have 50 recruiting points left. I think I'm gonna go to the prospect list once again and see if I can't find anybody that has maybe no offers. So there's guys on here that don't have any offers. A lot of them are fullbacks and kickers and stuff, and a lot of them are also 2-stars. I wonder if there's any 4-stars, any 4-star prospects at all that don't have an offer. No, there's not a lot of them don't have offers, but they've already cut their list down. So, all right, let's see if there's any 3-stars that don't have any offers. All right, so there's a few of these guys. Enrique Timms is a 6'5", 185 receiver. So, yeah, he's a top 700 player. Brendan Dallenbach. We need more defensive tackles, so we'll add Waller in there. So now with 50 recruiting points left, I'm gonna go offer these guys, and then we'll kind of disperse the rest of the points after that. All right, so we only have 20 points to dispense here, so I'm just gonna give 5 to a lot of these guys. I want this big receiver here, and then I guess Myrie, we'll be able to throw him a scholarship offer as well, and then we'll have the points next week to offer. I think we'd be able to offer a few of these guys that we haven't already offered. Oh, yeah, I think we did end up offering all of them. All right, so we have Auburn this week, and I really need to figure out what's going on with the passing because I cannot pass the ball to save my life. Auburn is 5-3, but they're an 87 overall in this game. That seems completely insane. I'm pretty sure that's like 3 points higher than South Carolina was, so that's a little bit wild. All right, I don't think I've just rocked our normal white unis, and these are some of my favorite unis we have. Honestly, I love the Stormtrooper look. So here we are at Auburn, and this is a really tough place to play, and I am not super confident I can win this game, to be honest with you. I think my best bet is these short, really short to intermediate plays, but at the same time, I don't really want to spam those either because they weren't really working. In the last game, Dante Dowdell makes a man miss. He's still going, and that is clearly what needs to happen for this offense to have success, is for Dante Dowdell to get the football in his hands. Dowdell going to bounce to the outside. They are not defending the run very well so far, so there's really no need to even try to throw the ball. It's 2nd and 3 here, so I'm going to honestly give a little short yardage pass a shot here. Stellato is wide open. He catches it, And that's a first down for Troy Stellato. We're going to try a little halfback screen here. It didn't work at all. I literally think only one screen worked in the last game, but this time it's going to work again as Dowdell gets the first down. And right now, the offense is looking way better than it did in the last game. Snap to Calzada. This is the Zach Calzada revenge game. He's going to drop it off to Jamori Macklin. And so some sort of offensive success is occurring right now for us. And that's really, really nice after that terrible performance we had in the last game. I'm going to see Macklin wide open again, first down. And we are methodically moving the ball down the field today. This has been a great way to start the game. Taking as much time off the clock as we can. Dowdell is making moves once more. Second and goal. Let's try to pick up a few yards here. Stellato, touchdown! Troy Stellato on the slant, hauled it in and got the touchdown. So the first passing touchdown in what feels like forever, and it's on the opening drive at Auburn. And the defense was absolutely incredible for us against Tennessee. They had their backs against the wall over and over and over again, and they came up big every single time. I mean, all those red zone forced turnovers, and then look at Quaysheed Scott. I think Quaysheed Scott is the defensive MVP so far this year, honestly. I mean, yeah, we've had some good edge rushing from McKees Humphrey-Grace. You know, Alex Afari has played well. Davern Rayner has played well. But that man, oh, how about Josiah Hayes with the sack? But that man, Quaysheed Scott, man, I mean, he has come up so huge. He's made some big tackles. He had a pick six earlier in the year. He had that big blocked field goal, returned it for a touchdown. And they're not going to get anywhere, so that's a 3-and-out for Auburn. And caught! Kendrick Law! What a catch by Kendrick Law. I thought that was a pick for sure. Dante Dowdell in the game. He hasn't been in it quite as much today, probably because he's a little bit banged up from last week, but he's going to get another 9-yard pickup here. This place is loud. Macklin in motion. And that's going to be a bootleg. I'm going to drop it off to Josh Caddis. That's a first down, but there's a flag down. And oh, guess who? Guess who, boys? An eligible man downfield, Jagger Burton. Good job, buddy. Good. Get him off the field. Get him off the team. We're going to try a screen here on 3rd and 3. Drop it off. Just outrun the DT. McGowan outruns the defensive tackle and we get the first down. I thought if that was anyone else other than the defensive tackle, that's probably about to be a loss. I'm going to drop it off. No blocking for Dante Dowdell there. And we're going to have to punt it for the first time today. Oh, we missed the tackle. Singleton is gone. Touchdown, Auburn. And Macklin is open on the sideline, and we'll get another 3 yards. And I kind of want to just hand this off to Dowdell, but I can't get an audible in to save my life, so here we go. And Troy Stellato caught it. And behind him, caught by Kendrick Law. That was bad placement by me, but Law still comes down with it. And Dowdell goes forward again. And a huge pickup. He's got 91 yards on only 10 attempts. We are doing whatever we want with Dante Dowdell on the ground whenever he is in the game, which has been a lot more sparingly this game. And Dowdell gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Drops it off. I think that's the tight end, and he's in the end zone. So we get the ball back tied at 14. Both of our offenses are moving the ball pretty much the exact same way. Dowdell is going to get 7 on the play. Calzada back to pass. I should not have thrown that, and I got very lucky. 3rd and 6. See what we can do here. Arnold is going to lob it into the end zone, and Jansen Dunn just let him catch the touchdown. Jansen Dunn didn't even try to do anything on that one. And that's going to be a touchdown, Auburn. So here we go. 33 seconds left. I'm not really sure what we're going to do here. Troy Stellato is open, and he steps out of bounds. If I'd have done that better, I might have been able to take that to the house. Snap to Calzada. I'm going to try to get out of the pocket. Guess who's wide open? Wide open is Troy Stellato, and he gets out of bounds. Over the top to Elijah Brown. First down. I'm going to call a timeout. No, hell no. I'm not kicking a field goal yet. We're going to try for a touchdown. We're going to try for a touchdown. I hope I can get this off in 6 seconds. Let's see. Play action. Oh, no. Oh, no, get out. Oh, God. So I was able to get a couple extra yards, but I'm going to try to kick this field goal. It's up, and it's in. So I was able to get the field goal in, and that's going to cut into the lead a little bit. Make it 21-17, as this has been a really good first half for both of our teams. Hopefully we can get a stop here. Snap to Arnold. He's going to almost try to run it. Now he's going to lob it up there, and Alex Afari with the deflection. I thought Jordan Lovett was going to pick it off, but he didn't. Hand off to Dowdell. Got blocking on the outside, and a nice 8-yard pickup, and Jagger Burton is down on the play. We've got slants. Troy Stellato's been getting open all day. And guess what? He's open again, but I overthrew it and it's picked. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Is he cribbing this? Yes, he is. Absolute disaster. Champ Anthony pick 6. What a disaster. Dude, you've got to be joking. Stellato was open. Stellato was open. He was open. That's a first down. And instead, I overthrow him by about 2 yards. It lands directly in the DB's hands. And then he just cribs it. So that play just completely turned the momentum of this game around. We're going to try to make up for it here. And instead, Shiaj Pete gets blown up on the left side. And we get sacked for a loss of 9. So things all of a sudden are not going very well for us. Calzada with the snap. And this time I'm going to hit Stellato, and he's going to get really close to the first down. And basically where I'm at right now is we are in constant third down territory. I don't think I'm going to punt again. Even if it puts me in a bad situation, I don't think I'm going to punt again. Like, I'm going for it because I know it wants me to punt, but it's an 11-point game. They are moving the ball however they want. And I think I'm going to try to get this audible off to hand it off to Dowdell up the middle. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this off. And I finally got the play in, so we're going to try this run up the middle from Dowdell. Our best player is going to get us a first down. I'm playing bold right now, man. I mean, we need this. We need to score on this drive or this game is over. Play action. Calzada. And I threw another pick. So the game started out so promising. So promising. And then once again, I am completely incapable of passing the ball in this game. I don't know what to do. My placement is just so off. I don't know what to do. So my own terrible decisions and terrible gameplay has turned this game into damn near a blowout. And if they score here, it will be a blowout. And I've only myself to blame. Touchdown, Eric Singleton. This game is over. And I'm on the move. I'm going to try to fit this into Elijah Brown, and he can't catch it. I mean, all of a sudden, with Zach Calzada, dude, I feel like I can't move with him. Like, we were able to run the ball a little bit with him at the beginning of this dynasty, but now it just seems like he can't run. Dante Dowdell's going to get the first down. And he's been incredible. I mean, 135 yards on 17 carries is crazy production for him. Kendrick Law is in press man coverage on that left side. I don't know if he's going to be able to outrun this guy, but I'm going to take a shot. And we're going to see. And he caught it. Are you kidding? Touchdown. There's no way. There is no way that he caught that. I put that in the back of the end zone. Let's see. Oh, my. His right foot is not down. His left foot is down, and the ball is in his possession. That's a touchdown. Play action. Brown is open, and I get it to him. Elijah Brown, first down. And so far, we are converting on these fourth downs. Got to take the risk if you want to win a game like this. And Macklin with a catch. Kendrick Law on the jet sweep. He's got the blocking. That's going to be a first down and more. Breaks a tackle. And Kendrick Law with a big pickup. Snap to Calzada. And Macklin can't come down with it. It's 3rd and 14 now. And that's not really ideal for this situation. I don't want to have to kick a field goal, but I'm at the point, here where I obviously will have to. Elijah Brown is open. He caught it. Touchdown. Elijah Brown with his first touchdown of the season. And that was clutch. Elijah Brown was wide open on this slant. I probably shouldn't have thrown it way before, but I was looking at my receivers instead of him. He was the only one open. We're able to get it there. It was almost too late, but he does a good job of turning his body and getting into the end zone. A handoff to Robinson, and now of course, they're just going to get whatever they want. Jackson Arnold. Come on, let's get some pressure. McKees Humphrey-Grace gets there and gets the sack. McKees Humphrey-Grace with a huge sack at midfield. And we're going to have an opportunity to go down the field and either tie it or take the lead. That's a great punt. He's not going to get there in time, and it bounces out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Oh, I thought Macklin was going to cut to the outside. Oh, my God. I thought Jamori Macklin was running a bench route here. I thought Jamori Macklin was running a bench route to the sideline here. I thought he was going to turn left right here. And that's when I started throwing it. You see how Kendrick Law is pulling this left corner out of the way. So I thought Macklin was going to run a bench route this way, and I was going to be able to make the pass. Instead, he goes in. I don't know if it was the crowd noise messing with my play art, but I could have sworn I saw that he was running a bench route. Instead, he runs inside, and I throw a pick. Oh, my God, I'm so mad, bro. So that's about the worst possible situation. The only way this isn't a complete disaster is if we hold them to a field goal here. They're going to hand it off again. This time, Afari will get there and make the tackle. It's 3rd and goal. I would assume they're going to pass the ball here. So I'm going to guess the play as a pass, and we'll see if it works. We've got a couple. Nope. Yep. And Davern Rayner tackles him. They're going to have to kick a field goal here. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. I'm going to see if I can block this with Kevis Thomas. We've blocked a ton of kicks this year. We've blocked 2 field goals this year. We won't block this one. So now we have to score a touchdown. Try to get that to Dowdell. He's going to somehow finagle his way through and get a few yards. But the pocket collapsed instantly. 3rd and 4. And Kendrick Law catches it in traffic. That was probably an awful decision on my part. But Kendrick Law caught it. Let's try to get this snap up for the 2-minute warning. Oh, okay. All right. Good job, EA. I was spamming A so that I could hurry up. And that was a problem in last year's game. Like, bro, I'm clearly trying to get the play off. All right, Caddis, run him over. Oh, my God. 3-yard gain. 1:45 to go. Macklin is open. He's got it. First down, Jamori Macklin, and he get out of bounds. 2nd and 16. I ended up getting a run play in. Phenomenal! All righty. 3rd and 17. I'm going to lose because I'm freaking awful at this game, dude. Snap to Zach Calzada. Oh, my God. Dowdell is open. Catch it. No! 4th and 17. It's going to take a miracle. It's going to take a miracle. Snap to Calzada. This is just going to go up to Kendrick Law. Can you outrun him? Oh, my God, Kendrick Law! It's deflected. It's deflected. Time to sell out on a run, call a timeout, sell out on a run, call a timeout. Get there, timeout. This game just comes down to me being an idiot. And they're going to throw for some reason. We got lucky. I sold out on a run right there. He dropped the ball, so it's going to be 3rd and 11. I got really lucky that they didn't just throw a touchdown there because I guess the play is a run, and usually when that happens, all their receivers are open. Oh, my God. Quaysheed's got to pick that. You've got to pick that, Quaysheed. So they're going to kick a field goal. This is a long one. I don't know if I guess I have to call a timeout because if they make this, it's over, right? It's up. And he made it. Oh, my God. Makes it a 9-point game with 40 seconds left. So there's really no way for me to win this one. And I'm just sad. I'm just sad. We had such a good thing going for a while there. And I just gave it up. And that's another pick. Yeah, let's just give him 4 picks today. Why not? That's so annoying, dude. So Auburn will win this game. This was just insane, bro. Like, there was nothing I could I don't know. I don't know why I'm so bad, bro. I really don't. 41-32 is the final score. I am doing Zach Calzada so dirty. 3 touchdowns and 4 picks. Threw 52 passes with him today for 303 yards. Rushing-wise, Dowdell had 169 yards. Troy Stellato was our best receiver today. 8 catches, 88 yards, and a touchdown. Macklin had 70 yards. K-Law had 67 and a touchdown. Even our tight end, Elijah Brown, 56 yards and a touchdown. All right, so at the start of this next episode, we take on Florida, who is 4-4 in this game. They're traveling to Kroger Field to take us on. I don't really know if we're going to win that game, though, the way I've been playing. I'm just curious here at the very end of the episode. I wonder how many picks I've thrown with Calzada now. So now Calzada has 14 touchdowns and 14 picks, which 14 picks at this stage I mean, that's got to be number 1 in the country, right? We've got to be leading the country in picks. Yeah, so Zach Calzada is leading the country in interceptions right now. Connor Harrell at Charlotte. Joey Aguilar has 12. DJ Lagway has 12. Hunter Watson has 12. So some of these guys are kind of close, but my 14 picks, I mean, that's bad. But yeah, I guess that's it, guys. I'm sorry that I'm so bad at the game, but at least it's making things a little bit more realistic, I suppose. I just hate that I'm going to end up throwing 25 picks because that's where I get annoyed when that's unrealistic and it takes me out of my immersion. Like, I like to be immersed and make this feel realistic, but when I've got our quarterback throwing 5 picks a game because I suck, it's just like, come on, man. But Heisman difficulty is really the only way we've been able to have a realistic experience so far. So I guess we're going to keep it there, and I've just got to get better at the game. It's really that simple. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you're enjoying, please leave a like and comment if you want to comment. We've been getting some pretty good support on the series so far. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.